So I finally made it to the Iach Ridge in Glencoe. I've been waiting for a dry day because there's a bit of climbing to do, it's a bit technical, and I've been advised if you do it on a wet day it's quite slippy and there's some pretty serious drops. So not the best day, it's pretty overcast, but it's dry, so fingers crossed, and let's see how I get on. So that's me on top of the start of the ridge now. You can see it behind me, it looks pretty good. Clouds are just above my head, so hopefully they don't drop down any further, but the wind's really picked up, so I'm gonna have to take it pretty easy along here. But yeah, I'll get some footage when we get to some of the higher, more interesting bits. So that's the first bit of climbing done. You can see that's the first Munro on the top there. You can just see the cairn. Come down that ridge, you see the fence post there, work your way down those rocks, and I've just come up this gully there. Not very difficult climbing, but it would hurt if you fell down all the same. And then more pinnacles and ridges to go, but it's absolutely marvellous up here, just below the clouds, so I'm not hanging around. I don't want to get caught out, so I'm going to push on. Well, there we go, finally, number 50 done. That's the ridge behind me. Brilliant fun, great climbing, but I wish I could have filmed some of it, but you need all your hands and feet to get up there. Some pretty technical scrambling. But yeah, the clouds, you can see, they've stayed just above my head literally the whole way, but I've been keeping a pretty good pace trying to stay ahead of them. So, oh, I lost my phone. The wind's pretty strong, and yeah, one more in front of me to go. It's pretty easy climbing, and then down to the Clackey again for a quick pint, and hopefully someone will give me a lift from my car. Otherwise I've got a bloody long walk up the hill. But yeah, wish me luck on the last bit. Number 50, here we go. I've finished both summits, I'm just on my way down. It's a hell of a path, it's just rock, pretty much vertical. That's the pub you can just see behind me, where I'm trying to get down for a pint and hopefully tag a lift back up to the car. But it's going to be bloody hard work getting down here without falling on my ass. But that's the end of the Iach Ridge done. Absolutely brilliant day. Best day yet. Great climbing, great views. If you're into climbing and you don't mind heights, you got to do those two because they're absolutely brilliant. Bit steep coming down. It's probably the most dangerous bit. You can see the gully behind me. You come down. A few people have died there over the years, but scramble down, get there in the end. So made it to the pub now. Got to try and find myself a lift, but nothing quite like a nice cold pint of Tennent's after a few Munros. Cheers, pals. So here we go then, first big day. Still buzzing after yesterday on Glencoe on the ridge. It was brilliant, really good fun. Today I'm at the Moors, so I'm in Glen Nevis, got the Nevis range behind me to the north and the Moors to my south. Going to try and do 10 on the Moors today and then hit the Nevis range maybe tomorrow or the next day, but the weather's lovely, so let's have a look and see how I get on. That's number 1 out of 10 of the Moors done. Weather's brilliant, it's pretty windy up here. You can see behind me there, that's the rest of the Moors, so all those peaks. That's all the 9 I've got to do today. And then that's everything I've done to the south. And then you get a lovely view out to the west coast there, which is beautiful. And then, sorry if you're getting dizzy, that's Ben Nevis behind me in the Nevis range, so the next couple of days I'll be heading up there and trying to get all those under my belt. So 9 to go, better push on. That's 5 out of 10 done for today. That's the 5 you can see behind me, running along there. And then the next 5 behind me there. So I'm feeling pretty good actually. Just got to eat lots of food, keep the energy up, and yeah, lots of helicopters flying around today as well, so I don't know what that's about, if they're looking for someone or if they're just training. But yeah, it's 2 o'clock now, so I better push on, and hopefully the next 5 are a bit shorter than these ones. See you later on. Number 10 done then, so that's Ben Nevis behind me, lovely sunset behind. I've been going now, it's 11 hours, 15 minutes, 21 miles so far, all 10 done. I'm absolutely hooped, legs are all cramped up, killing me. I've got about 4 or 5 miles back to the van. It's now 8:30 I think, so hopefully back in time for dinner. But that was a hard day, very hard day, so looking forward to a day off tomorrow, put my feet up maybe. Alright, see you later on. So I've just got back to the van. It's 10 to 11 in the evening. Just done the stats. That's 26.5 miles in 13.5 hours. 10 Munros. My legs feel like they are about to drop off. Oh my god, everything hurts. So I'm going to have a quick dip in the river, have a wash, and then have some food and not get out of bed for 48 hours. Oh, see you in a bit. Just walking out the Nevis range now. Done 6 today, 2 at Alnwick, and then came along the Grey Corries, did 4 along there. It's been a lovely day. I was going to stay at the Bothy tonight, but I met a woman there who told me the 2 I was going to do tomorrow, I'd be mad doing them from this side. It's much better to go out and go back round and get them from another angle. So 6 o'clock now, I've got a couple of hour walk probably to get back up to Speen Bridge, hopefully tag a lift back to the van, and then the weather's meant to close in tomorrow, so I'll either do Ben Nevis +1 or I'll do the 2 I was going to do anyway, so we will see. But yeah, fingers crossed for a lift. Catch you later. 6 in the morning, I'm in the Ben Nevis car park. It's blowing an absolute gale and it's windy as hell out there, so there is no chance I'm climbing the highest mountain in Britain to stand in a hurricane. So I'm going to have to sit this one out for a bit. It's meant to clear up a bit this afternoon, so fingers crossed I get up there later on. Let's wait and see. Sunday the 5th of July today. Yesterday the weather was horrific, really bad winds, so I couldn't get up Ben Nevis, it was too dangerous, so I had to sit it out, which was pretty frustrating. But as you can see today, it's pretty misty and cloudy, but I've got up early because the weather's meant to hold off until this afternoon, and then there's meant to be some more thunderstorms, I think, so I'm going to have a stab at Ben Nevis and the one next to it, going up the north face, so not the normal tourist route, which is meant to be really beautiful. So yeah, I'll crack on and we'll get some more footage when I get near the top. That's one done for today. That's Carnmore Jerag. That's Ben Nevis behind me. You can see the ridge there. I've got to go along there and up that steep ridge onto the summit there. So that's the north face. Much more beautiful than the south side where all the tourists go up. There's another group I bumped into today so far, but other than that, no one. So it's lovely and it's a great day for it. So yeah, I'll get some footage on the ridge and hopefully the weather stays as good as this. Ben Nevis then, that's the summit, the highest mountain in the UK, number 69 for me. Last time I was here I was with my godfather George Colley. We were raising money for prostate cancer research. Now George unfortunately has to go back in for surgery next week. So George just wanted to send you a message to say best of luck with the surgery, I hope it all goes well. And I'm thinking of you and wishing you a speedy recovery, and I'm very much looking forward to catching up with you either up in Scotland or back down in London. Okay, take care.